everyone, my name is Brooke and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be talking all about my fall reading list. I am so excited for this video. Fall is always my favorite time to read. I read a little bit around the rest of the year, but generally kind of give up on the idea, and then when it comes to fall, something about August to December is just like my reading time. It is when I read the most. It is when I am sitting in bed at night and just like, wow, I am going to read a book. It is when I get obsessed with series. I adore it. I am definitely someone who honestly just absolutely enjoys reading. I absolutely love it, and I have a ton of books here that I plan on reading over the next couple of months to share with you guys today. So as I'm sure a lot of you do not know, there are three main categories of types of books that I personally enjoy reading. So the first one is nonfiction books, and in this category I like reading a variety of different things, but mainly these are books that are going to help your life in some sort of way. They are generally in like the self-help section, but they're usually also books that are kind of trendy right now. In addition to that, on the fiction side, I am a huge fan of classic literature, like an absolute huge fan of classic literature, and you will definitely see I'll be sharing those books with you. And then young adult fiction as well is also one of my favorites. So in total, I have 3 nonfiction books to share with you guys, 6 classic literature books to share with you guys, and then 1 young adult fiction, which I'm sure you guys can already guess what this is. So let's talk about the nonfiction books. These are what I personally find the most interested in when I watch reading list videos, so that's what we'll go over first. So the first one is called Super Attractor by Gabrielle Bernstein. This book is all about the power of manifestation. How the concept of it works, I truly personally believe, whether you do or not, but I do, in the concept of positive energy. The universe is made up of energy, positive and negative. Like energy attracts like energy. I believe that if you put positive thoughts out into the atmosphere and try to manifest things, that they are going to happen to you. So this book is all about the power of manifestation and basically how you could use manifestation to help get things in your life and get that dream life. And I have had manifestation work for me in the past. It is something that I truly believe in, and I love reading books on it, whether it's books about stuff that has happened to people in the past, stuff that will help you manifest your life, stuff like that. So I've been absolutely adoring listening to manifestation podcasts recently, so I decided to pick up this book. It is a bestseller in the category and within manifestation. So just looking at the inside cover here, it says, in Super Attractor, Gabrielle Bernstein lays out the essential methods for manifesting a life beyond your wildest dreams. And then it says, within these pages, you will learn how to do less and attract more, relax and trust what you desire is on its way, and know that spiritual guidance is available to you at all times, and feel a sense of awe each day as you witness miracles unfold. So it's a rather short read. I think it's like 200 and something pages, so it's not that long, but it's definitely something I'm very interested in. Next up, we have this book, Influencer by Brittany Hennessy, and this is super paling out, but the cover is a very reflective white, if you can't tell. But basically, this book actually got recommended to me by the Sunny SG, Sarah Grace. I have been adoring watching her YouTube videos. She actually did a series all about a day in the life, or a week in the life, I guess, as a Disney influencer, and I absolutely have been adoring her content, Instagram, YouTube, all that recently. So I decided to pick up this book that she recommended, all about being an influencer, and I have started reading it. As you can see, I am a sticky note book person. Is anyone else a sticky note book person? Fiction and nonfiction, I am a sticky note book person. I'm about halfway through it currently, and my honest review on this book is, I'm still very unsure of it. Basically, the concept is it's teaching you how to live your best life as an influencer is the concept behind it. And although I believe there definitely is learnable, pen, paper, learnable stuff that comes with being an influencer, it is also very vastly about your personality. This book is great if you're definitely trying to grow your social media. However, I definitely find that I am tabbing a lot of these points because I'm like, well, that's not relevant to me, but maybe when I have like 10,000 YouTube subscribers or 20,000 or something like that, then this will be worth coming back to. So it's definitely for someone maybe who isn't just starting out but has already been in the game for quite a while and is looking to maybe boost themselves from that micro influencer status, whether that be 10, 20,000 followers up to like 100 million followers. Don't get me wrong, I am still definitely finding valuable information out of this as a smaller creator, but if you are like literally just starting on day one, I'm not sure if this is the best advice for you in this book. But if you're someone who has been at this for a while and just cannot figure out tips and tricks to grow, then I definitely recommend this. Next is Atomic Habits, and I am so excited to read this. I think this is going to be really beneficial in helping kind of build my life because I am so busy recently. I will be starting a full-time job next week. I have YouTube, I have my business, all of that. I have so much to do, and then I also need to like find time for myself, and there's also personal things that I need to work on for myself. So this book, I believe, is really going to help me with that. It's called Atomic Habits by James Clear, and it says it is an easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. No matter your goals, Atomic Habits offers a proven framework for getting 1% better every day. James Clear, one of the world's leading experts on habit formation, reveals practical strategies that will teach you exactly how to master the tiny behaviors that lead to remarkable results. So I think this book is just going to be very helpful for me in helping structure my life a little better. I am very good at trying to start habits. I'm very bad at keeping up with them. So I think this will help me a lot in kind of getting more of a rhythm going on with my life, making sure I'm accomplishing everything I want to, and just making everything a little bit better, whether that's health and fitness, business stuff, work stuff, personal stuff, etc. I think this will help me a little bit in every aspect of my life, just learning how to form those habits and also break those bad habits as well. Next, moving on to fiction books, and I don't know how we cannot talk about this right now. This is a young adult fiction book called Midnight Sun by Stephenie Meyer. Now, a lot of you, I'm sure, have heard about this book. This book here is Twilight. Yes, the Twilight series, but from Edward's perspective. I have finished this book already, and I adore it. I got it at the beginning of August, and I couldn't not read it. Like, it came in the mail, and I was like, Midnight Sun. If you don't know anything about Midnight Sun, Stephenie Meyer wrote the first chapter of this book a long time ago, like 10 plus years ago, and it got leaked online, and she said she was not going to be writing any more Twilight because of it, basically. Because this book got leaked online, it was just no more, no go. And then recently, about not quite a year ago, I don't think, she announced that she was going to be releasing it. She had written the full thing, and let me tell you, this book is amazing. It's so interesting to me. If you were not obsessed with the Twilight series, this might not be for you. However, as someone who was obsessed with Twilight back when I was like 13, this was so interesting for me to read, just seeing the story that I knew so well. Like I think I've literally read the Twilight book like 20 plus times. Like, there were years where that's all I read on repeat, basically. To take a story, I cannot hold this book. To take a story I knew so well and to put an entirely new perspective and new way of thinking behind it, and not only just this story but just the character itself, Edward, putting an entire new way of thinking behind it, it was just absolutely mind-blowing to me. And honestly, I think I like this book better than the original Twilight book. Cannot say enough good things about it. Also, does anyone else hate the covers on hardcover books? I am definitely one to take the plastic covers off of pretty much all hardcover books before I read them. Next up, we have all of my classic literature. I'm not going to talk too much in depth about these, mainly because A, I don't know a ton about them. I go off of the fact that it's classic literature, so I know I'm gonna love it. All of my favorite books are classic literature, whether that be Brave New World, 1984, Great Gatsby. Classic literature is my favorite thing of all time and my favorite genre of books to read. And I also love the fact that I got 6, because whenever you go to Chapters Indigo, they usually have some sort of sale on classic literature. So I got 6 books. They were 3 for $10, so I got 6 books for $20, which you can't go wrong with. And I believe I even got more of a discount too because I used my points card. Could not go wrong. I picked 6 that kind of sounded interesting, ones that I did not already own. Some of them I've actually never even heard of before, some of them I definitely have, ones that kind of sparked my interest, so I'll go over them. The first one, and the one I actually started and am a little bit in, is The Blue Castle by L.M. Montgomery. L.M. Montgomery wrote Anne of Green Gables. If you do not know, this book is nothing like Anne of Green Gables from what I've read into it so far, but it's extremely interesting. It is about a woman who is turning 29 who is not married, and back however many years ago, that was very, very kind of taboo, and kind of going through her life and this kind of realm that she's made up for herself where she can kind of escape to, and it's really cool. Next, I picked up The Hunchback of Notre Dame. I've seen the movie, I've never read the book. I feel like I don't really need to go over this one too much. I love seeing how the book and movies kind of compare together. The Beautiful and Damned, F. Scott Fitzgerald. I've heard of this book before, never read it. I adore F. Scott Fitzgerald. I have read so many of his books and they have just been amazing. Great Gatsby obviously being my absolute favorite, but This Side of Paradise, Tender as the Night, also absolutely amazing books, so I expect this one to also pretty much blow my mind. It takes place in New York during the Jazz Age. It was published in 1922. If that doesn't give you a vibe about it, I don't know what does. The Lighthouse by Virginia Woolf. This one is supposed to be a really deep thinker, like kind of make you think about life. From what I've heard, once again, I don't know a ton about it, but Virginia Woolf, I mean, you cannot go wrong with classic fiction. Like, you just cannot. All the books, every classic fiction, it's a classic for a reason. These authors are amazing. The symbolism is so unique. I literally sit down with my laptop open on like dictionary.com as I'm reading, just making sure I fully understand everything to its truest extent, because there are so many hidden meanings within words and phrases and sentences, and just contextually from society, like when it was written, like society context and stuff like that. But classic books, you cannot go wrong. Next we have We Have Always Lived in the Castle, and this one I actually picked because A, there's a cat. I feel like that's enough of a reason, but also it is kind of creepy. Based on the back cover, it's kind of about a murder. I thought this would be cool to read kind of late October. It's a fairly short novel, so I figured kind of like that week, 2 weeks leading up to Halloween would be a really great time to read this one. And next we have Emma by Jane Austen. I don't know how I haven't read this one. Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, obviously I have read, and I am expecting another wonderful tale from Jane Austen in this book as well. So that is that. This has been my fall reading list. I really do hope you guys check out some of these books. I have heard amazing things about them or read them and found amazing things about them. Let me know in the comments down below if you do plan on checking any of them out for yourself. Also comment down below and let me know what your favorite books have been recently, because I would love to hear them, and after I'm done these I will definitely be looking out for more recommendations. So thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I hope you have a magical rest of your day.